Hey Hustle Babes, I'm Chanel the Brand Hustler, and this is a channel for all of my Hustle Babes who are interested in gaining insights on the entrepreneur journey while learning essential marketing and business tips for their brand. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the Hustle Babe community. In today's video, we are talking all about Instagram Insights. Sharing what Instagram Insights are, why they're important, the terminology that you need to know, as well as how to locate your very own insights. Today's video is one that I feel like is so needed, and it is going to be so good, y'all. But before we begin, I just gotta say how much I appreciate how y'all rock with me, because it is incredible. I am honestly blessed because even when I disappear for a while, y'all hold it down by still watching, subscribing, and sharing. And the best part is that you guys are still learning from my content. So it's time that I acknowledge you guys. So let's give me a drum roll real quick. I am introducing Hustle Babe shoutouts. Each week, I will be shouting out one lucky Hustle Babe, and all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, chat it up in the comments if you feel like it, but you must share a screenshot or a video of yourself watching my new video, and you have to tag me on Instagram story. And most of y'all do that anyway, so now you get a chance, right? And so if you're chosen, I will be sharing your Instagram page and shouting you out in my new video. The best part is that it starts right now, so go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and share yourself watching this new video on your Instagram story, tagging me at The Brand Hustler. Now, let's get into the video. First things first, I want to discuss what Instagram Insights are and why they're important. Instagram Insights is a native analytics tool that provides data on your audience's demographics, your audience's actions, as well as your content performance. And so when I say native tool, I mean that this is a tool that was created by Instagram for Instagram, okay? And so Instagram Insights are super important because you are able to identify what's working and what's not working when it comes to your page and your content's performance. And if you know anything about me, you know that the key to growth is to know what's working and what's not, and to do more of what is working and less of what isn't, right? And so using Instagram Insights, you are able to compare different pieces of content, measure the success of your campaigns, and see how your individual posts and profile are performing. So for example, let's say your goal for the month was to increase your website traffic, right? One of the things that you could do is look at the posts that were contributing to that website traffic. So which posts have the most website clicks, and then you can replicate that type of content in your next month's strategy to help increase your website traffic. Bada bing, bada boom, right? But now that you know that example, you know what Instagram Insights are and why they're important, let's talk about the terminology that you need to know. So I've broken them into categories of profile metrics, content metrics, story metrics, shopping metrics, and reel metrics. For each category, I'm gonna fire off the term and explain what it means. I hope y'all are ready. Get your notebooks out because we're about to go through this real quick. Let's go. First up are profile metrics. Profile visits tells you the number of visits to your profile from your post. Engagement is a calculated percentage based on the number of times users interacted with your post. This can be liking, commenting, saving, sharing, etc. Follows, you pretty much know this, but follows are the number of followers you've gained. It could be within a certain period of time, or it could be overall. You can gain followers from a specific post or from your profile in general. Top locations refers to certain insights that relate to your audience. Top locations shows you the top cities and countries where your followers live. This is important to consider when it comes to time zones. For example, I'm in the Eastern time zone in America, and let's say majority of my audience was in England. That's about a 5 or 6 hour difference, and so I want to consider that when I'm scheduling my content. Next up is age range. This is also something something that pertains to your audience. It tells you the age ranges of your followers. And so if you look at the age ranges of your followers and it's completely different from what your actual target audience is, you may want to reconsider either your target audience or your content strategy. Your followers' active time hourly tells you how many of your followers are active each hour throughout each day, as well as each day throughout the week. I recommend using this information to decide when the best time is for you to post. Hint, hint, because y'all always asking that. Next up is the unfollows. This one is a duh. It tells you how many users unfollowed you or left Instagram during the past week. So if they deactivated their accounts, it counts as an unfollow. And then your overall follower growth is the number you have after you subtract the accounts that unfollowed you from within a certain time period, okay? So the number of accounts that followed you minus the number of accounts that unfollowed you is your growth rate. Then you have website clicks. This is the number of times visitors click the link in your bio from your Instagram profile. And last but not least, you have action buttons such as email, call, get directions, text, book, etc. And so Instagram measures the numbers of clicks that you get to that respective action button on your Instagram profile. Next up, we have content metrics. First are likes. This one isn't obvious. It is the number of people who hit that thumbs up button on your post, which means they're liking one of your posts. Comments are the number of people who respond to a certain post, and so that's measured by the chat bubble with underneath each of your posts. Then you have saved. Saved allows people to save your post to their special personal saved folder on Instagram, and so that counts the amount of people who actually saved your content. Shares are the number of times people hit that little plain icon and share your post elsewhere. Normally it's to their story, but it can be to other channels as well. Reach is the number of unique accounts that have seen your post. And then impressions are the total number of times your post has been displayed to your audience's screen. And so unlike reach, impressions counts every time your content or profile hits someone's face. So reach counts the same, like whatever amount of time that it interacted with a person, and then impressions is counting whatever time it hits an actual person's face, no matter if it hits this person's face 5 or 10 times, okay? Then you have views. Views are the number of users who watched your video for more than 3 seconds, and it doesn't count video loops, and it only applies to video content. Next up, we have story metrics. Replies are how many times you received a message as a response to your story. Link clicks are the number of times that someone clicked a link within your story, tap tap. Sticker taps are how many times taps were made by the viewers of your story, because there's different stickers that you can actually utilize on Instagram story, and Instagram will measure how many sticker taps you have. Then you have the back metric for stories. Back is the number of times viewers tap to go back to a previous image or video you shared on your story. Forward is the opposite of that. So that is how many times people tap to go to the next slide, or slide that's an image or a video on your story. And then next story is the number of times people tap to see the next story that isn't yours. So the difference between taps forward and next story is whether the destination is within your stories or not. With next story, the destination isn't within your story. With forward, the destination is within your story. And then exits is how many times people exited your story without viewing it to the end. So one of the things that I teach my clients is how to build out storyboards. And so your storyboard could be 10 different story slides. So if someone exited on slide 3, then they didn't see your full story to the end. Next up are shopping metrics. First thing are outbound clicks. This is the exact number of clicks in your link of your product details. You then have product opens. So with product opens, these are the number of times your product tags were tapped to view product details. Both outbound clicks and product opens only pertain to your shopping posts. And last but not least, we have IG Reel metrics. So Reels is something that hit the scene quite like, I feel like it was really recent, but I feel like it was actually like the beginning of this year or the end of last year, but it seems like it was so fresh and new, right? And so it's so new that Instagram doesn't have many metrics, and a lot of the metrics that it has for Reels are similar to your post metrics, but I want to mention two in particular, and that is duration and plays. Duration is how long your reel is in a number of seconds, and then plays are how many times your reel actually got played. And with Reels, it counts every single play, even if someone loops or views it more than once. So that is the terminology that you need to know when it comes to Instagram Insights. Now that you know what Instagram Insights are, why Instagram Insights are important, and what the terminology is, I want to show you how you can find your Instagram Insights. But before I show you how you can find your Instagram Insights on your phone, it is important for me to mention that you will only be able to access Instagram Insights if you have a business or creator profile. 9 times out of 10, if you are watching this channel, you have some type of business already, or you plan on launching a business. And if that is the case, you want to make sure that you go ahead and create your profile as a business profile. And if you already have an Instagram profile, go ahead and convert your profile to a business profile, because that is the only way you're going to be able to view insights, either through a business profile or a creator profile. Another thing that I want to mention before I get behind the screen and show you how to find your Instagram Insights is Instagram Insights, like I said, are important for you to recognize what's working and what's not working when it comes to your posts, your profile, your content, all of that jazz, right? And so when it comes to that, there is a certain way that you can measure your insights, either compared to industry benchmarks or to your goals. If you want me to do a video that goes into detail of how you can use your insights to actually create a growth strategy for your business, definitely let me know in the comments, because there is a way that you can use your insights to make better decisions so that you can actually grow on Instagram and grow within your business, okay? So if you want to see that, make sure that you go ahead and comment down below. Now, I want to go ahead and go on my phone and show you how you can find your Instagram Insights. So, first things first, you want to go to your business page, right? On your business page, you can click the button in the center where it says Insights, and then it will start to pull up insights for you. Now, if for some reason you don't see that Insights button on your main home screen, you can go ahead and tap the hamburger menu in the right hand corner. Make sure that you go to your profile first, tap the hamburger menu, and then click Insights right there, and it will take you to your Insights that way as well. So those are two different ways. It just depends on which one you prefer. I usually just click the Insights button that's right underneath my bio. Now, when you click that Insights button that's right underneath your bio, you're going to see your Insights overview, which is going to tell you just a snapshot of how many accounts you reached, how many accounts engaged with you, as well as how many followers you gained within that certain time period. So Instagram actually allows you to switch your time period at the top. Before, they didn't allow you to customize that time range as much, but now they do. So you can go ahead and tap that to switch it from the last 7 days to the last 14 days, 30 days, the previous month, the last 90 days, or even a custom date range, which is major, okay? And so I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it at the last 7 days just because. And then if you scroll past the overview, you're gonna notice that they break it into the different types of content you can have on Instagram. So they split it into posts, stories, and reels. And so if you want to see specific insights for a specific type of content, you would just go ahead and click the arrow, and it will take you to the posts or your stories or whatever type of content that you clicked. And then once you tap into that, I'm gonna go ahead and tap into my posts. So once you tap into that, you then are going to see 3 different options at the top. And what those 3 options allow you to do is it allows you to pick what type of metric you want to be measuring. So whether I want to see my post based on how many followers I got, based on how much reach I got, how many saves I got, etc., you can go ahead and switch it out that way, and then it'll sort it based on what post got the most within that metric. So for example, let's say I wanted to see my content for the most saves, right? I will hit saves, and then I can say, okay, well, within the last 7 days, which post got the most saves? Or within the last year, which post got the most saves? And it will bring up the amount of saves on the post, and it will actually rank it in order from most to least. The same thing goes if I wanted to rank it on something else based on reach. Let's do that for the past year, and you'll see that it ranks it based on reach for me. Okay, and you can do that for every type of content, like I said. So you can go back and play with it and do it for each type of content as well for different time ranges. Now, another way that you can see insights is on the post itself. So let's click this one with me and Andy. I wanted to see insights on this post. When I click it, you're going to see a button that says view insights. Now mine says this post is doing better than 80% of your recent posts, but you still see within there it says view insights. So I'm going to go ahead and tap view insights, and then it's going to pull up the insights for that specific post. So on here you'll see that the hearts are the likes, the chat bubble are the comments, the airplane, like the little paper plane thing, are the shares, and then the saves look like a little bookmark. And then below that you'll see the accounts that this content piece reached, the interactions it got, and then you'll see profile activity. And then what I like to pay attention to is how many people it reached and what percentage of those were my followers. And so for this particular post, about 7,000 were my followers and about 1,200 weren't my followers. And if you continue to scroll down, it'll show you based on the impressions where people found your post from. So it sorts it based on home, hashtags, other, profile, etc. And so that's pretty cool for you to know, as well as the profile activity. Profile activity means after someone saw this post, what action did they take with your profile? Did they follow you? Did they visit your profile? Did they tap an email, tap your website, anything like that, right? So for this post, it looks like I got 82 followers from this post. And then another way that you can see insights, right? So I showed you the main dashboard, which is by clicking the hamburger menu and going to insights, or clicking the insights button. When it comes to you seeing post insights, you can actually view the post itself. And then if you wanted to see story insights, you can view insights on the story itself as well. And the same thing goes for reels. So because reels are new and popular right now, I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the reel tab on my page, and then I'm going to go to one of my reels. I'm going to click it, and then you'll see that it'll show you the amount of likes, the amount of comments, etc. And then what I can do is I can then tap the 3 dots, and then I click view insights, and then it'll pull up something similar to the post snapshot that I just saw. You'll see plays, likes, comments, shares, saves, as well as accounts reached, and that's like a little snippet, right, that you can see for your reels. So that is how you can see your insights when it comes to your Instagram content. Now I do have other tools that I connect to Instagram so that I can get advanced reporting as well. And that is something that I don't mind sharing in another video if you'd like. But don't forget, if you want me to do a video on how to use Instagram Insights to create a growth strategy for your Instagram and for your business, comment that down below. Now I know that insights are just surface level, and some of you guys have the question of how to create content, period, right? And so one of the tools that I use to create my content is actually called Canva. I have a Canva Pro account, and I use that to literally create all of my Instagram content, right? So if you are interested, I'm going to leave the link in my description box for you to sign up for Canva Pro. It's gonna give you a free trial. You can check it out. The difference between the Pro and the free version is that the Pro unlocks new fonts for you to use. It unlocks different stock images, elements, and a whole bunch of features that the free version does not have. Like you can set up your brand guide, which allows you to keep the same consistent colors no matter what you create. create. You can literally take one of their templates that they have and have it convert based on your brand guide, because your brand guide contains colors, fonts, etc., and it can convert that template into something that looks like yours, which is super cool, right? So I urge you to check out Canva. I'm gonna leave the link in my description box. Like I said, I use Canva to create everything. It is a lifesaver. But that is all about Instagram Insights. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. Please share it with someone that you feel like it can help. If you're not subscribed to this channel already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and make sure that you stay tuned for the rest of the content that I have in store. And don't forget to do the shout out so that I can go ahead and shout you out on my next video. Other than that, I'm gonna see you later, hustle babes. Bye.